I stopped watching porn, so now I just listen. I recently started going to SLA meetings, that stands for Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous. People go, how do you become addicted to sex and love? And for me, it started the way it does for many Americans. A doctor prescribed me some love after a back injury. And it just kind of spiraled from there. I have my phone on grayscale, so whenever I would watch porn, it just looked like I was watching cinema. I'm not watching Owen Gray, the porn star, anymore. I'm watching a Victorian Undertaker on Criterion Channel. I just feel like porn's kind of lost the plot a little bit. I was watching a video, really a film, a few weeks ago, and the premise was that a girl was getting fucked by her stepfather while her stepmother was just in the other room. And I was like, how does this bitch have a stepfather and a stepmother? Like, I guess if I think about it long enough, I can develop some theories, but at that point, I'm not horny anymore. I'm just really sad. Sometimes during sex, guys will be like, you're gonna make me come. You're gonna make me come. And I'm like, can we go 5 minutes without you throwing accusations around? I'm not gonna make you do anything you don't want to do. I'm a bit of a guy's girl. That means that only guys swipe on me on dating apps. I like both men and women, but apparently women don't like being over-explained what load management is in the NBA. Like, I'll just date a guy if I want that. I'll be on these apps looking at these women. I start calling them females. I start looking at these females' pages. I start thinking really toxically, you know. I go, I'm funnier than her. I'm hotter than her. My dog's cuter than her dog. And then I realize, oh, I've become an incel for women. I did go on a date recently, and the guy told me I shouldn't be self-conscious about how short I am, because guys actually really dig short girls. I was like, oh yeah, why is that? And he was like, they're just really fun to throw around. And I was like, have you ever considered buying a ball? He told me I have very good posture and I talk very proper, which is a very kind and coded way to tell a woman that you think she has autism. My dad has autism, but my mom does not. So, according to the Jewish culture, I am not autistic. I'm autistic coded. It's like if you know someone who grew up having an accent and gradually they lost that accent, but then they get a little drunk and the accent comes out. That's like me. I get 2 vodka sodas in me and I just start riffing about World War II. But I'm very lucky. If I were a guy, I would be a virgin. We didn't realize my dad was autistic for a very long time because he's also Israeli. You know? So we just thought that's why he couldn't make eye contact with Palestinians. But no, it was the autism. My mom, she's very mean to me. My mom likes to insult me in ways that sound like riddles. She was visiting the other weekend. I walk out of the bedroom. She goes, Andrea, you are so much prettier than you look right now. I'm like, oh my God, my mom is Christopher Nolan. I had to go on Reddit to look up what that meant. They're like, have you heard her other insults? Have you heard when she said, you don't look anything like Gollum? Gollum has a ring. So now I have to get back at her. I'm taking steps to seduce my father. but he's autistic, so he doesn't pick up on any of my advances. I'm Jewish, but I'm like the chill kind. Like, I love a good bagel and lox, but I'm not circumcised. My family really hates tattoos, because of the Holocaust. When my grandma was in Auschwitz, the Nazis gave her a Tasmanian devil tramp stamp. So she couldn't be buried in a Jewish cemetery. The other side of my family came through Ellis Island. We summered there. My name is Andrea Moore, but it used to be Morowitz. And the guy doing the ID cards at Ellis Island didn't speak Polish, so he just changed my grandma's name to the Punisher. And even though the Jews wandered the desert for 40 years, I can't fucking stand traveling. Like, I hate TSA. It's a nightmare for me because there's a typo on my ID. So my last name's Moore. It's spelled with one O. But on my driver's license, there's a typo and it's spelled Osama bin Laden. But I don't mind getting taken into another room. I like the touch. I'm in slaw after all. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like airports have a bad track record. I don't like being in them. Like, whenever I go to New York, I never fly into JFK Airport, because that was the airport that was shot in the head by the CIA. Sometimes when the pilot lands the plane, people applaud, but I hate complacency, so I always boo. I'm still friends with my high school friends. Well, I still have friends who are in high school. Some people think that's weird, which I don't get, because I have friends who are in their 40s who watch Euphoria. I don't watch Euphoria. I don't have time. I'm too busy hanging out with my high school friends. But I have this one friend, she does this thing that really annoys me, where if you mispronounce a word, she'll correct you, right? Like, if you say detritus, she'll be like, I think you mean detritus, and it's like, shut the fuck up. Because if you mispronounce a word, it probably just means that you read it somewhere. Like, the other day I was telling her about this MILF I saw get a facial. She was like, Andrea, I think you mean facial. I was like, okay, sorry, I'm so well read. I don't know, this friend she just had a kid. And I don't think I could ever have kids because I'm pretty non-committal. Like, I could never carry a baby to full term. You know what I mean? What, I thought this was a pro-choice audience. You guys have been fun. I've been Andrea Moore.